Coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge, you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan joined alongside camera operator Rowan Laddick for the final of three on the south side. Freshman division matchup between Connetquot Sayville and Ward Melville. As I take a look at the standings, Connetquot Sayville currently in 7th place with an 8-7 record. 3 of those 8 wins coming in overtime. They have had their way in the extra time period this season, and it has allowed them to have a little bit of a cushion on 8th seeded Middle Country. Middle Country getting the win last night. That puts them at 7-9. Sachem also 7-9-2. Have the number 8 spot over MC, but Sachem have played 2 extra games than Middle Country. And KPC not out of the mix as well. 12 points through 15 games played. Connetquot Sayville with their 16 points, looking to make it 18. That'll put them back to within 4 of Southampton, who got the win in the game prior, 3-0 over Smithtown Hauppauge freshman Blue, who are in 11th place. One of those overtime wins I mentioned earlier this year came against Ward Melville, 3-2, and scoring the overtime winner, Jackson Volpe. Volpe this season for Connetquot Sayville, leading the team in scoring with 25 points. Also leads the team in goals with 15. On the Ward Melville side of things, they are led by Leo Palomara. 19 goals, 4 assists, 23 points in 11 games played for Palomara. The second closest player to Palomara's total is Burliant with 9. So Palomara has really put Ward Melville on his back. He and the outstanding goaltending of Anthony Todaro, 4.46 goals against average for Todaro heading into this game. Despite the 2-10-1 record, he's got a shutout, and he has been stellar for the Pats. As we're just about set for puck drop here for our final matchup. Here is Leo Palomara dragging through, his shot blocked. Good defense provided that time by by Tyler Jones. Jake Dagenfelder gets the start for Connetquot Sayville. Here's Fielding, punched away from him, right to the right point for the shot wide. Came off the stick of Donley. Trevor Donley. And now a shot from Fielding, blocker save made to Todaro. Fielding, the second leading scorer on Connetquot Sayville with 23 points. Volpe banks one to Donley, catches it on the backhand. Trying to go quickly the other way, Palomara. Puck still stays in. Chura lost it from behind to Leo Palomara. And here goes Palomara through center. Kicks it to his stick. Shot went off the stick of Trevor Donley and over the net. So we're over a minute into this first period. No score between T-Birds and Patriots. It's Mirabel at neutral, backing for Burliant. Back with Mirabel. He's got Knuth and Shaponik with him. They'll try to get it over to Shaponik. Got it to the line, held in by Burliant. Mirabel's going to draw a penalty here from Fielding, who got the stick into the midsection of the Ward Melville Patriot. And thus, Ward Melville will get the game's first power play. Ward Melville, 25% on the power play this year against a 90% Connetquot Sayville penalty kill. One back to Burliant. Can get a shot off, and it just trickles past stick of Mirabel at the left point. Eilenberger will try to throw it back in. Does eventually wrap itself around for Dinkle. Dinkle will backhand one ahead. Briefly cut off by Palomara. Here's Mirabel taking a shot, blocked, ends up into the Connetquot Sayville bench as it went off Ferrante. Mentioned Anthony Eilenberger. Eilenberger with 1 assist this season in 13 games played. Here's Logan Dietz, shorthanded. Breaks in, stabbed away by Todaro. Brilliant rips it ahead, held in by Arnold. Shot from Dietz, scores! Logan Dietz opens the scoring for Connetquot Sayville. It's 1-0. A shorthanded goal for Dietz. He's gonna rip it right through Todaro from the far circle. And 1-0 T-Birds, still 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the Ward Melville power play as Dietz has his 6th goal of the season. Dietz led the Connetquot Sayville developmental team a season ago in goals. Also helped lead them to a Cinderella run in the developmental playoffs to claim the championship as the last seeded team to make the playoffs, beating KPC in the final. And I believe to that point East Islip had only had 1 loss all year. Developmental playoffs set to begin shortly as the freshman season begins to wrap up as well. Stopped up by Todaro, eventually played ahead by Ward Melville. It's Chura across to Donley. 10 seconds left on the Patriots power play. Esposito trying to nudge one ahead. In comes Chura. Chura plays it across, out of the reach of Volpe. He'll catch it off the bank. Right back across the slot area, out of the reach of Chura. Chura battling Cosimo. And Ward Melville played ahead to Leo Palomara. 1-on-1 with Donley. Palomara shoots off the side of the net. Might have caught the left skate of Dagenfelder as well. As we are approaching 4 minutes into this first period. 1-0 Connetquot Sayville, 0 for 1 on the power play. Our Ward Melville allowing the shorthanded goal in the process. Fielding trying to drag it through. Helped out now by Jones. Jones looking to create space for himself. Puck rims to the near side, where it's controlled by Volpe. Volpe, good pass. Jones, far circle, scores! Jones from Volpe, and the T-Birds lead it 2-0. And Jackson Volpe right through the legs of Palomara onto the tape of Jones. Plenty of time and space to tee up the shot that beats Todaro blocker side and doubles the T-Birds lead at 2-0. Shot fired wide. Mirabel as Ward Melville looked to generate some momentum in the offensive zone. Knuth handing back to Mirabel. Long shot goes wide. Banks in the area of Shaponik. Chase McManus trying to bring it out ahead. It's Mirabel. And Brilliant goes to the ice. That'll be another penalty on Connetquot Sayville's prim shot. Blocker save made by Dagenfelder. Rebound touched up by the T-Birds. It'll be another power play for Ward Melville at the 9:51 mark of the first period. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. We appreciate your support. If you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe, leave a like on the video if you'd like. And follow us on social media at LI Sports Network. All great ways to support what we do here at LISN and be all caught up on the content for your favorite team. Palomara drags out of the corner. Backhand shot save. Rebound. Kick just in behind. Brilliant with the touch in the far post area. Dietz will kick it around. There's Mirabel again. Looking to get around Arnold. Battling Dietz now. Helped out here by Brilliant. Brilliant will bring it around. Center one out in front. Palomara scores! Beautiful one-time blast from Leo Palomara. Ward Melville are on the board. And that's a Patriots power play goal. Somehow through that mess of sticks in the slot. And Palomara not going to miss from there very often. Cuts the Connetquot Sayville lead in half. It's 2-1 on Palomara's 20th of the season. Now a long shot from Donley goes off a stick and out of play into the netting. Just under 6 minutes gone by here in the first period. Both teams on the board. Palomara on the power play from Brilliant. The go-ahead goal for Connetquot Sayville, Tyler Jones from Jackson Volpe. Donley touched on by Jones to Volpe on the left wing side. Volpe drops for Jones, wrist shot. Stopped by Tadaro, rebound. Jones, another try. Blocked by Knuth in front. Ward Melville trying to clear up the near boards. Esposito went down, Chura held it in. Volpe a drive, turned away by Tadaro. Cosimo trying to evade Volpe. Volpe took it away. Shot to the net, blocked by Eilenberger. Esposito trying to lay a hit on Fielding. Comes back to Chura. Volpe to Fielding. Fakes the shot and then the pass intended for Jones, blocked away by Eilenberger. Chura left point, a wrister toward the front of the net. Kicked out by Waldner. Waldner's lead pass for Valenzuolo missed him and will be an icing on WM. With 7:44 to go in the first period. A reminder as well that getting underway in just a moment on the North Rink, Game 3 of the JV Finals between Smithtown Hauppauge and St. Anthony's. The Bulls took Game 1, Friars took Game 2. Will the Bulls get revenge for their varsity team falling to the Friars 2 straight years and win their second JV championship in 2 or 3 years? Palomara's in. Shot blocker save made by Dagenfelder. Or the Friars double up. Again, that could be found out in a few minutes time on the North Rink. Travis Quigley, Brady Campbell on the call for that one. Shaponik, a wrister, deflects wide. There's Palomara. They're going to feed it out in front. Eventually comes to Mirabel. Mirabel dicing his way through, now down low. Pass to the front of the net, blocked off. Palomara takes control, his shot off the stick of Dietz and out of play. Just less than 7 remaining in this first period. Logan Arnold and Tyler Ferrante picking up assists on the Logan Dietz shorthanded goal as well. As Shaponik's wrist shot eventually found its way through to Dagenfelder, and he'll cover up. Jake Dagenfelder this year, an impressive .297 goals against average. In 9 games played, 4 of them he has started, sharing the net with Daniel Friars. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Shaponik banking it ahead, opening for Knuth. Waldner is over as well along the near half wall. Knuth breaks in. Had Brilliant going to the net, couldn't get the pass to him. Now Chaponic to Mirabel. A wrist shot, stopped by Dagenfelder, rebound, it's in the glove. And pardon me, the starting goaltender tab had lied to me. That is not Jake Dagenfelder, at least it's not him wearing the right jersey. Martin is on the back of number 35's jersey. It's listed as Dagenfelder, but the last name on the back, as I just saw it there, was Martin. So either a mystery Martin or we've got ourselves Dagenfelder wearing not the right jersey as there goes through the legs. Look out! Crisis averted. Puck cleared out to neutral ice by Connetquot Sayville. Poke back along here for Knuth. Donnelly sends it around, cut off by Brilliant. Try to go to the front of the net. Taken away by the T-Birds, and out they come with their leading scorer, Jackson Volpe. An assist tonight. Shows off the dangles, and then the pass blocked. Knuth around fielding. Playing it to his defenseman, Cosimo. Brilliant, left wing side. Trying to angle it in. Jones prevails in neutral ice. Moves in. Jones has it come off the end of his stick. Arnold. Good passing, fielding shot. Stick check from behind and also blocked by Eilenberger. Played it ahead past Valenzuela. A long shot by Donnelly, covered by Todaro. With 4:44 to go in period number 1. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Face-off, one forward by Palomara out of the zone. Arnold sending it back to Dinkle. Palomara applying the pressure on Madeline Dinkle. McManus trying to send Proscia into the zone. No icing here. Getting the red line was Chase McManus. Mirabel pressured by Proscia. Gets past Tricoli. Dinkle with a good step up. Palomara looking to hunt down the loose puck. Played ahead by the T-Birds, past the stick of Mirabel. And the fluttering puck will die at the circles. Leo Palomara. This pass blocked by Dietz. Dietz trying to march in. Palomara took it right back. And now moves in with Prim. Shot along the ice, save, rebound, score! Prim buries the rebound and gives Ward Melville the equalizer. They tie it at 2. And I don't know if Palomara is trying to score here. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that this is a pass-off pad situation where he intentionally shot that low and stick side to create the rebound for Prim, who had a step, but there is no passing lane to him. And if so, an incredibly high hockey IQ play by Palomara. I'm going to give it to him. I think he did absolutely do that intentionally. Knuth trying to play it out in front. And now Brilliant's got a stick lifted. Still Ward Melville have it. Knuth back to Cosimo. Wrist shot from Cosimo, knocked down in front. Sent to the line, not out by Ferrante. A wrist shot goes wide. Pressure mounting here for Ward Melville as they have scored the last 2 goals of the game. Buck did escape the zone. Offsides coming, or offsides called on Ward Melville. The faceoff will be coming outside the Connetquot Sayville zone. Knuth with a hard rim. Brilliant. Nice move. Plays it out in front on the backhand. Knuth couldn't quite get it to his forehand. Try to go back to the points. Taken away. And away come the T-Birds. Volpe getting around Cosimo on the backhand. Volpe a shot wide. Flashed right across the front side of Todaro. Knuth looking to break out. Here is Jordan Knuth, one-on-one with Donley. Donley with a good stick, picked up by Brilliant. Brilliant's backhander blocked by Donley, who sends around and all the way out of the zone. Knuth en route to the bench. Here's Fielding. Good forechecking play, took it away from Mirabel. Volpe putting pressure on Shaponik. Shaponik flung it all the way down ice. It'll be an icing on Ward Melville with 1:42 to go in the first period. All tied up at 2 thanks to Zach Prim and his first goal of the season. Arnold reverses the ice to the far side. Fielding trying to punch through. It does. Shot just missed the net on the far post. Arnold keeping it in for CSY, but the puck now out of the zone. Waldner try to go the other way with it. Ward Melville gain the zone. Esposito. We're going to get it back to the point. Caden Esposito now on numbers the other way. Fielding is in. Fielding on the breakaway. Backhand denied by Todaro. Rebound score! No quit. And Nick Fielding as he stays with it to put Connetquot Sayville back in front 3-2. And it tries the little 5-hole backhander, doesn't go, and that's a great pass by Fielding in front for it's ultimately buried. And quick shot the other way from Leo Palomar. Tyler Jones with the goal for the T-Birds, his 10th of the season. From Fielding, his 24th point. Connetquot Sayville are off sides with 17 seconds to go here in the first period. I believe we have a scorekeeper issue. The clock was supposed to run, it wasn't. I had stopped mine along with it. Now it resumes. Tricoli ricochets one ahead for Palomara as time expires here in the first. A back and forth first period that has Connetquot Sayville ahead by 1 after 1. 3-2 over Ward Melville. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. And we'll be right back for the second period. Welcome back here to the Rinks and Hop Hog. Second period set to begin here between Connetquot Sayville and Ward Melville. Again, the T-Birds going out to the 2-0 lead. Ward Melville scoring two of their own to tie. And then Tyler Jones from fielding toward the end of the period, just with 43 seconds left, putting Connetquot Sayville back ahead by one. And now a pass, good pass to the front of the net from fielding to Jones. Shot wide by Jones. Now Canute the other way. Long wrist shot punched away by goaltender wearing 35, who my system says is Dagenfelder. Now Jones with some open space ahead of him. Gets around Burliant. Sends a pass across. Intercepted by Mirabel. Tangled up with Volpe. Volpe comes away with the puck. Backhand shot goes wide. Fielding. Taking it around the net, trying to put one out in front. Good stick by Tadaro. Here's Jones. I'm going to get around Mirabel. Knuth trying to drag one through. Shapanik unable to clear. Good offensive zone possession here for the T-Birds. Jones to Volpe. Good save made by Tadaro. And now Knuth will carry out with Brilliant in front of him. Jordan Knuth, wrist shot, right pad save made by Dagenfelder. No icing here as Ward Melville stick touched the puck. Leo Palomara will accelerate through neutral ice. Looking to get around McManus, does. Cuts middle. Palomara, wrist shot along the ice, eventually kicks wide. To the point. Shot from Cosimo, never got through. Along the glass and now out to center. Eilenberger for Prim, the second goal scorer of the game for Ward Melville, his first of the year. It's back with Donley. Taken now by Palomara. By himself in the offensive zone. Leo Palomara, shot save, rebound again to Prim. Just missed. Chura to the line and just by Eilenberger. McManus breaks through. Chase McManus trying to get around Tricoli. Comes back to the puck. McManus trying to tee up the shot. Eventually does, goes wide. Ferranti in front for Proscia. Tricoli, fans on the clearing attempt, as it's back with number 7, Bradley Proscia. Chura keeping it alive at the far point. Flips one to Ferranti, and now in front for Proscia, swept away from him. Ward Melville with an opportunity to clear, and sending it ahead was Cosimo. Good play by Ferranti to strip Prim of the puck. Generated some cheers from the Connetquot Sayville faithful to my right. Valenzuolo ushered one into the far corner. Waldner has it behind him. Spike toward the front of the net. Dietz able to collect and clear the zone. And puts enough touch on the puck to avoid an icing. Wholesale change for the T-Birds. Esposito applying the forecheck to Donley. Trevor Donley weaving through his own zone, now into neutral ice. Into the offensive zone, checked along the near boards and stripped of the puck by Mirabel. Shapanik trying to flip it ahead. Donley pinching in from his defensive spot. And now the puck cleared out by Ward Melville, and again they avoid icing. As it briefly touched a T-Bird stick. Spinning out of trouble and skating ahead here is Logan Dietz. Dietz marches into the offensive zone, takes the shot, stopped by Tadaro. Dietz to the front of the net, and again A good stick from Todaro. More pressure here from CSY. Donley. Walk, shoots, blocked. Trying to generate a quick clear. Here is Ward Melville. Will that puck have enough for icing? It will. And with 9:50 left to go in the second period, offensive zone draw coming for Connetquot Sayville following another good shift spent mostly in the offensive zone. Face-off won by the Patriots. They'll send it ahead. Right back in the offensive zone for Connetquot Sayville. Arnold. Good pass to Volpe. Volpe trying to go cross ice all the way to Jones. Briefly touched the stick of Eilenberger. Now they'll go back the other way. Volpe, a shot goes wide. Fielding to Volpe. Another save now made by Todaro. Great passing from this top line for Connetquot Sayville. And just getting the puck out of the zone, Ward Melville. And offsides called against the T-Birds. With 9:04 to go here in the second period. Face-off won by Connetquot Sayville. They'll dump in. And Jones winning the face-off. Eilenberger finding Knuth. Knuth falls to the ice. Jones try to put it through the legs of Prim. A long shot blocked by Eilenberger, taken by Fielding. Outlet pass glanced off the stick of Knuth as Arnold looks to play it ahead. Volpe with a good stick lift on Prim. But nevertheless, here comes Prim. Looking to get around Arnold. Flash through the crease. Brilliant. Just trying to quickly get to it. Now Connetquot Sayville 3-on-2 the other way. Fielding. Backhand, forehand denied by Todaro. Great rush up ice here from Nick Fielding. Gonna go on the backhand and watch the quick to the forehand right there. But good positioning from goaltender Anthony Todaro. Face off to the left of the aforementioned Ward Melville netminder. Fired around by Mirabel. And quickly ahead now to Palomara. One-on-one with Dietz. Aggressive back checking there from Ferranti. Help limit the scoring chance for Palomara, and now Donley escapes through a mess of players. Puts it into the near corner. Hintman getting over there. Palomara trying to get around Donley. Donley doing a great job of boxing out Leo Palomara. Gave it away though to Waldner. Waldner's shot steered away by Dagenfelder. Or Martin. Palomara out in front off the side of the net. And carried ahead by Donley. And I believe a penalty behind the play was called on Waldner. A high stick. It'll be coincidental minor penalties. Interference on Chura. And a high stick on Waldner. So we'll stay 5 aside as there is Waldner and there is Chura. We'll spend the next 2 minutes in the penalty box. Again, we are still 5-on-5. Face-off won by Jones. Back to Arnold. Arnold, the wrist shot. Went off the stick of Jones and wide. Turnaround shot from Fielding blocked. Ward Melville trying to turn defense into offense. Ahead for Connetquot. Connetquot back to Cosmo, gave it up to Volpe. Volpe looks over his options in the far corner, steps through Cosmo. And a miscue as he tried to play it around. Collision between Fielding and Cosmo. Here's Prim. Long wrist shot deflected off of Arnold on goal where it's covered by number 35, Martin. Or perhaps Jake Dagenfelder. You know, if it's not Jake Dagenfelder, be a bit awkward as he is being credited for all these statistics. So, you know, the goals allowed, all that good stuff. As it would be awkward for Martin, isn't it? Like, oh, those are my stats. Anyway, pass across, score! Fielding finds Volpe as the top line for Connetquot Sayville strike again and make it 4-2. And it's a line, unselfish players, and Fielding once again playing setup. He set up Tyler Jones prior, now he'll set up Volpe to make it 4-2. Volpe now a goal and an assist in the game. Fielding with 2 assists, and shot, save, rebound, score! Leo Palomara. It's 4-3. His second of the game. They get around Donnelly. Power move around the stick of Dinkle. Gets his own rebound off of Dagenfelder Martin and into the back of the net. Dietz the other way for Connetquot. Sayville fires a shot over the top. Donnelly unable to keep it in on the near side. Foot race, no icing here. Dinkle sends around, Palomara there to greet it. Palomara wrist shot, missed the net. Mirabel keeps it in at the near point. Pass intercepted by Donnelly. And Donnelly skating through neutral ice. Survives the check, dished out by Mirabel, then dishes out one of his own on Shaponik. Dietz trying to roll to the middle, takes the shot. Getting a piece was Tadaro. Puck comes out of the zone. Dinkle deflects ahead. Delayed offsides here as Connetquot breaks in for Ward Melville, and his rush up ice is going to get stopped by a change. Period of the long change can do that at times. But Leo Palomara is 21st of the year. As that answered a goal scored just seconds prior by Jackson Volpe. Through the front of the net, Ward Melville looking to tie it up again after falling behind by 2 once more. They cannot. Arnold, slap shot, stopped by Tadaro. Rebound, Teller was looking for the loose puck. Ahead here for Prim. Prim nudged it around Ferrante, but lost his stick in the process. As the T-Bird goaltender playing it to Arnold. Job by Brilliant here. Trying to wrestle it away from the Connetquot Sayville defense, but Chura emerges. Lays it in. Van Gordon applying the pressure to Cosmo. Sends it to Connetquot. And now back for Cosmo. Van Gordon backhanding ahead. Cosimo looking to evade Gordon. Van Gordon. He'll go for a change. Cosimo backhands in. Prim putting the pressure on Trevor Donnelly. About 3 minutes to go in the second period. Good pass, springs Jones. Jones to Volpe. Volpe forced back by Eilenberger. Pass to Donnelly off the stick of Palomara. And here comes Leo Palomara. He'll jet on in. Palomara, great back-checking play by Donnelly. And he'll wrestle Leo to the ground. Loose puck sent across to Volpe by Jones. And Volpe will just backhand it softly down ice. It will avoid icing. Picked up, sent around by Mirabel. One-timer from Fielding, knocked down in front. It was blocked by Mirabel. Now Fielding again, looking to burst through. He cannot. And now Palomara, 1-on-2. Wrist shot, fought off by Dagenfelder. Leo Palomara again. Backhands it around. Good stick by Tricoli. Tricoli try to feed Palomara. It's Donnelly with the puck. Donnelly ahead to Fielding. Lifts the stick of Mirabel. Mirabel takes the body. Shaponik on the right wing side, ahead to Esposito. So we approach 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Not much sustained offense for either side over the last few minutes. Volpe trying to change that with a beautiful move. Get around Prim, another move from Volpe. Shot denied by Tadaro. Try to come around the other side of the net, but lost control of the puck. Valenzuolo with open ice ahead of him if he could get by Donnelly. Good recovery there by Trevor Donnelly. That allows Tyler Jones to come in with Logan Dietz. Jones, beautiful move behind the back. But way to stay with him there by Mirabel. Esposito sends it off the boards and to center ice. Got to put it right back in here, our Connetquot Sayville. Eilenberger steers it away from Hitman. Takes it behind his own goaltender. Stretch pass off of Prim. Tinkle redirects it back down ice. Dietz ahead for Hitman. And now Proscia. Dietz straddling the line. Was unable to stay on sides and offsides with 10 seconds left in period number 2. Each team with a goal in the second. Connetquot Sayville briefly made it 4-2 for Ward Melville, put within 1. Can they get a last second buzzer beater? No. Eilenberger's shot blocked by Dinkel. And we go into the second intermission with a score: Connetquot Sayville 4, Ward Melville 3. Third period on its way in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Rinks and Hot Hog, Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Connetquot Sayville and Ward Melville. T-Birds looking for win number 9. Ward Melville win number 4. 3-2 in overtime. Connetquot Sayville defeated Ward Melville earlier this year. Another close matchup between the two is Jones one-timer kicked out by Todaro. In behind for Volpe. And once again, my name's Ryan Brownigan. I'm joined alongside camera operator Rowan Laddick. And over on the North Rink, first intermission of the JV Finals. A kick save made by Todaro. Smithtown Hop-Hog leading St. A's 1-0 off the end boards. Jones plays it off the side of the cage. Picked up by Palomara. He'll fire it across. Try to bank one ahead for Tricoli. Tricoli runs right into Donley. He goes hard to the ice. Pops right back up. Almost like the weeds, you know, in the lawn. You pull one out, another one just pops right back up. Well, that was Tricoli. Anyway, here's Mirabel. You know, it's always good when you explain the metaphor, I've been told. Anyway, Mirabel, shot blocker save made by Dagenfelder. 35, Martin. Fielding. Flips it cross ice. Shaponik looking to play it ahead. Here's Knuth. Knuth's wrist shot. Good stick from Fielding. Broke it up. Ahead now. Broken up by Mirabel. Plunged it back in the zone for Ward Melville. Knuth trying to deke his way around Shura. Good stick from Donley, broke it up. Ferrante will dump and chase. Helped out by McManus on the other side. Donley with a good keep. Long wrist shot deflected over the net. Knuth laying the big hit on Proscia. Comes to Arnold. Arnold will send it into the opposite corner, hard off the end boards. Brilliant strip to the puck by Ferranti, but nonetheless, Ward Melville clear the zone. It's Mirabel charging ahead. Good pressure and back check provided by Ferrante. McManus trying to get around Knuth. Arnold looking to play it ahead to Chase McManus. Here's Brilliant. McManus trying to check him off the puck. Brilliant toeing the line. 2 Ward Melville Patriots went into the zone before he had. Arnold the other way, pressured by Prim. And a scrap along the near half wall boards. Here's Cosimo coming away with it. Good pass to Brilliant. Brilliant trying to lead Prim into the zone. Prim scoring his first goal of the season earlier tonight. That shot will ricochet up and out of play. Playing with some confidence following that goal there for Zach Prim. Palomara, the other 2 tallies for Ward Melville and assisted on the Prim goal. Meanwhile, the Volpe, Fielding, Tyler Jones trio have been excellent. A rocket of a shot from Palomara just wide off the face-off win. And Palomara keeps it in. Backhands toward the front of the net. And stopping play is Dagenfelder. Smithtown Hop-Hog have extended their lead. It is 2-0. They lead it in a winner-take-all Game 3 JV final against St. Anthony's. Palomara couldn't strip Fielding of the puck. Sends one ahead for Volpe. Good defense from Cosimo. Esposito nudged it along, and there comes Leo Palomara. Breaking in, shot, stop, rebound, save as well. As Waldner had that look on the ricochet in front now. Eilenberger's shot blocked. Try to lead Volpe out of the zone. got by him, no icing here. Tying up with Eilenberger. Poke to the far boards, Palomara. Checked by Fielding. Waldner sends ahead for Esposito. Donnelly back on defense. Shot from Esposito goes wide. Fielding. Rink wide for Jones. Jones try to return it. Hit off the stick of Esposito. And now Fielding. Try to lead Jones. Great stick by Mirabel. Broke up the breakaway bid for Connetquot Sayville. Now he'll come right back into the zone. What a move. Mirabel over the net. Shaponik had it go through his stick and out of the zone. They'll rifle it right back in. Promptly exited by Chura. Donnelly trying to ricochet one for Van Gordon. Centering feed misfires. And the T-Birds clear it out. Dietz trying to drag around Prim. Van Gordon hands it back to Chura. Chura brought it into the zone. Offsides. 9:28 to go in the second period. Connetquot Sayville holding on to a 1-goal lead on Ward Melville. Here live on LI Sports Network. Off the face-off win for Ward Melville, it's Cosimo. Cosimo dumps in. Played by Chura. Stick lifted by Prim. He tries to get it away from Chura. Prim, wrist shot. Stopped by Degenfelder. Flung to the near side. Here's Cosimo. Donnelly sends it right back out. Brilliant. Try to chip it by Chura, does. Brilliant. Takes the wrist shot, it's gloved by Degenfelder, and he'll cover with 8:42 to go in period number 3. Meanwhile, cheers on the other side of the rink. A 5-on-3 for Smithtown Hauppauge with a 2-goal lead. Look out. Over in the JV Finals, Game 3. Been a relatively clean game played between Ward Melville and Connetquot Sayville here tonight. Jones over the line and just a hair offsides. As Fielding was in, then Fielding touched up, and a lot of moving parts there. As Connetquot Sayville top line try to enter the zone. Comes on goal, Tadaro. Stopping it for Cosimo. Cosimo for Tricoli. Tricoli leading Palomara into the zone. Palomara unable to get around Madeline Dinkle. Jackson Volpe corralling it near side. Cosimo pinching in. So we're under 8 minutes to go in the third period. Connetquot Sayville T-Birds leading the Ward Melville Patriots by a goal. Mirabel for Leo Palomara. Breaks into the zone, but a good stick check by Volpe. Mirabel shielding off Fielding. Was able to briefly put it into the zone, but now comes out. Ferrante moves in on the breakaway. Ferrante shot it wide. One of the few odd man rushes we've seen since about the midway point of the second period on. Knuth drag, shoots, stop. Good pad save made by Degenfelder. Martin, 35. Dinkle pokes it away from Knuth, but Knuth lifting the stick of Dinkle to prevent her potential breakaway. They're looking for the puck. I'm looking for the puck. Where is the puck? believe it ended up on the Connetquot Sayville bench. And so the face-off will come in neutral ice. Prim and Ferrante, one back by Ferrante. Carried around behind the net to the near side by Donnelly. And now Hitman taking off the puck. Ferrante moves in. Near circle, a wrist shot, sticked away by Todaro. Proscia hunting down the loose puck, battling Eilenberger. Ferrante joins the fray, takes the puck away, looks to center for Hitman. Went off the side of the net. Here comes Prim through neutral ice. Prim puts one on goal. Played away by Dagenfelder and out of the zone. So we approach 6 minutes remaining in the third period. Jordan Knuth couldn't get by Jones, but a good stick from Eilenberger. Punched the puck right back out. T-Birds touch up. Here's Cosimo. Hits the red and flicks it in. Steered in behind by Dagenfelder. Shot comes on goal. Stopped by Jake Dagenfelder, and he will cover. With 5:39 to go here in the third period, we've not had a goal in this third period. It was a 5-goal first, a 2-goal second. And chances harder to come by here in period number 3. Tyler Jones, stripped to the puck by Palomara. He'll race on in. Leo Palomara drive, stopped by Dagenfelder. And the rebound eventually chipped out of the zone. And now Fielding breaks in with Jones. Fielding, stick handling, takes it behind Todaro. Out in front for Jones, save Todaro! And he'll jump on the rebound with a little help from his defenseman in Shaponik. I wondered if he was going to drop it to Jones there. Instead, electing to pull it in behind off the stick of Todaro. A backhand shot from Jones turned away by the Patriots netminder, Anthony Todaro. Good stick by Esposito, but unable to continue forward with it. Here's Volpe, great pass. Jones is in. Jones stopped by Todaro. And it's underneath the Ward Melville netminder. A couple of great saves by Anthony Todaro to keep Ward Melville within one. Beautiful pass there by Volpe in stride to Jones, allows him to break in all alone, and another good stop from Todaro. Walk along the near glass, near boards. Here's Logan Dietz. Brilliant. Swings it all the way to the right wing side for Knuth to chip in. Dinkel gonna go ahead with it. Again, Connetquot Sayville won it 3-2 in overtime in the first meeting between these two sides. Proscia unable to break through. Jackson Volpe, the winner in that one. And as of right now, the go-ahead goal belongs to Tyler Jones. A wrist shot deflects just wide. Cosimo. And now Proscia. Backhanded across. Brilliant. Flips it all the way ahead, all the way down ice, and will be an icing against Ward Melville with 3:22 to go in regulation. Face off. Right in front, scores! Volpe! A one-time blast from the slot. The insurance marker Connetquot Sayville were looking for. And first goal of the third period. Make it 5-3 T-Birds. And I'm not even sure this pass came from Jones. No. A defensive turnover. Turned into the perfect setup pass there for Volpe. He blasts it home. All in one motion, a beautiful goal. Volpe 2 goals and an assist in the game. And now a timeout used by Ward Melville. So we will step aside. Patriots trailing by 2 late in the third. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Out of the timeout, 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the third period. Still enough time for Ward Melville to come back, but got a lot harder. There's a great glove save made by Tadaro on the beautiful move by Fielding to create space there. The comeback, I would say, is nearly completely out of reach if Connetquot Sayville get another tally. That's what they're looking to do at the very least. Keep the puck far away from their goaltender. Palomara stood up by Donnelly. Draws the penalty. Here's Waldner. He's taken down and goes into the post. Chaotic play for Connetquot Sayville there, as they're going to lose one of their best defensemen for a cross check. And Ward Melville just used their power play. So won't be able to talk things over. Here comes the exchange, and the extra attacker is out. Empty net for Ward Melville's. Palomara sends it in behind. Down by 2, 6 on 4. But free range to shoot at the empty net from anywhere on the ice for the T-Birds. Jones will do just that, and he goes off the outside of the post. Mirabel knocked down by Jones. He'll be picked up by Eilenberger. Tries to feed it ahead to Burliant. He'll knock down the shot toward the empty net. Leo Palomara's got it in space. Palomara round 1. Palomara shot. Blocker save made. Degenfelder. Rebound goes wide. Minute 10 left on the Donnelly penalty. To the front of the net. And backhanded out of the zone by the T-Birds. Japonik flips it right back in as Ward Melville touch up. And 2 Patriots knock each other down along the blue line. Great play, though, made by Prim. Prim to Palomara. Save made by Degenfelder. Diving effort by Knuth to try to get the puck away. And now Fielding all alone to the empty net. He ices the game. You get the feeling Ward Melville had that big chance in front. Leo Palomara on the feed from Prim, and it didn't go. Goes right back the other way, and Connetquot Sayville iced the game. Going ahead 6-3 with 1:11 left. .34 seconds left on the power play. McManus will backhand it in. Big collision in behind Tadaro. McManus and Cosimo exchanging a few how do you do's. Swept ahead, Eilenberger. For Waldner, final 30 seconds. And another save made by Dagenfelder. As we come back to 5-on-5. Again, as soon as this game ends, a lot of cheers coming on the rink behind me. So I'm hearing the large crowd in attendance for the JV final, game 3 between the Bulls and Friars. Smithtown Hauppauge jumped out to a 4-0 lead. We can never count out St. Anthony's. Puck is dropped. Eilenberger, a wrist shot. Eventually steered wide by Waldner. Final 20. Eilenberger keeping in at the far point, gets around Hitman. Hitman, good job to take it right back off the stick of Eilenberger. Cosimo. Looking to skate it out with 2 seconds left. Last shot of the game is blocked away by Jake Dagenfelder, who gets the win along with the rest of his T-Birds. 6-3 over Ward Melville. A close game. But the T-Birds and their top unit, ultimately too much for Ward Melville. Jackson Volpe finishing the game with 2 goals and an assist. Tyler Jones, a pair of goals and assists, 4 points, led the way. 2 helpers from Fielding. Thought Fielding got the empty netter. It's listed as Ferrante. If so, Tyler Ferrante, a goal and an assist, 2 points for him. And a well-earned win for Connetquot Sayville. While Zach Prim got his first goal of the year. Jacob Shaponik, or pardon me, Leo Palomara, 2 goals and an assist for Ward Melville. Coming up for the T-Birds, a matchup with one of the freshman's best, East Islip, in 2 days from now on Friday at 8:40 p.m. Ward Melville, their next matchup will be on Sunday in and against Northport Huntington, who they beat 7-4 earlier this year. That will do it for our coverage here in this one. Connetquot Sayville moved to 9-8 and 18 points on the year with the 6-3 win over Ward Melville. On behalf of our camera operator, Rowan Laddick, my name is Ryan Brannigan, saying so long until next time, folks. As always, please have a good night.